Welcome!
Still didn't say one.
It's the Burning Wheel, episode 7. It's gonna be a great time. Crazy things are happening.
Never supposed to say one.
Yeah. Everything is going wrong for our poor beloved criminals.
Well, we are criminals.
Yeah.
We're still alive.
Why did I do that?
You are still alive. Connor is... Oh, okay, so one thing I did need to figure out. Connor got a serious wound last time. And what happens when you get a serious wound is... and it doesn't get treated? So it's a severe wound. It must be tended to before the conclusion of the second scene after its issue, or else the wound progresses to traumatic. Awesome. Okay, so Connor, if your wound is not treated by the end of this confrontation with the mayor right here, then it will progress to traumatic. So.
All right. So
keep that in mind, guys. Someone needs to help Cantarius as much as possible.
Nah, you guys aren't.
Nah, he's fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay,
Nobody help Cantarius.
So let's go ahead and go.
I mean, if you guys don't actually have a reason to, that's fine.
You killed Maddie. I might
That's
prevent
true.
you.
That's true.
If you haven't noticed, we do not have our Sergio with us this evening because homeworks. But that's okay. We'll continue on. This is definitely going to be an interesting encounter not having Trevor here, because I feel like he would have at least been a very decisive.
I mean, he'd be the one to heal me, so well.
No one has any ability in this party to do any sort of field dressing or healing or anything like that.
Oh.
So
I'm not a doctor about fire.
Good.
I'm not sure you actually. I can't remember what I read. I don't think you technically need the skill to do that.
I mean, you don't. Yeah, you could try it. But yeah, it would definitely be much
Does
harder.
it make it harder though?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, probably.
Because it doubles the so.
It doubles the
And Connor has a severe wound, so that would be a very hard.
It doubles and also like. I mean,
this,
it's probably
this
not.
isn't like Pathfinder, so you can't just rub.
You can't just cure light wounds, cure light wounds.
Yeah, don't just go to bed and wake up.
Yeah.
All better.
I do.
It's not.
I
It's
remember
not,
the
it's
time
not
I
like
taped
Fate
the
where
I
you
woke up
can
and I
just.
was like, I have superhuman powers, and then I lost it the next day.
Yep.
Well, it's not like Fate where you can just rub a cat on the injury and then, draw a high enough card and it magically fixes it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I miss those days.
So let's go ahead and go through just real quick through our beliefs, instincts, and stuff, so we can get rolling here. Just to give us a basic idea, and obviously like be looking through your beliefs and instincts as we're doing this, just to kind of see if you want to switch them up, change them a little bit. Theo, I actually want to look at Theo's stuff real quick though before we start with probably David. I think we'll start with just because I have a feeling you got some fate last time, even though because you left early.
Right.
So you did work till increasing your faith, so you can take fate for that. You did try to protect the abbess, so you can take fate for that. And you did try to protect Maddie, so you can take fate for that. I don't think any of your instincts got you into trouble. Never heed danger got you into trouble a little bit. So okay, so yeah, go ahead and add 4 fate to your.
Where do I add that again?
It's in stats and skills, down towards the middle of the.
Yeah, but where do I add it?
That Arthur and Epiphanies, that little bubble, that has fate next to it, in stats and skills.
I'm sorry.
That's right.
Okay. Where is it?
So it's in stats and skills. Go down just towards like the middle of the sheet, and to the right is Arthur and Epiphanies.
Epiphanies.
So you have skills, being
I
learned,
changed-
Arthur and Epiphanies.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, so just make that a 14 there.
14. I have 14 fate.
You have 14 fate.
Crap.
Okay, so Dylan, want to go ahead and start with you and let's talk about beliefs and instincts.
Sure. So for beliefs, he has The gods have minds above ours and are to be trusted above all others. And he says, I will learn of the heretics' beliefs once they line up. Alphonse will pay for what he did to our sister, but he's useful for now. I'll see that he lives to bring us to Frinta's allies. I have been entrusted with the holy task, and I will keep the ruffians assigned to it in line. I will assert myself as the head of the group. Instincts never go unarmed under any circumstances. If I'm to kill a man, I will do it honorably whenever possible, and never leave a word against the holy god unchallenged. And then disciplined, faithful, market privileged, tonsured, fearless, and the 3 cultural traits, which are religious, haughty, and gluttonous.
Cool. Alphonse, what do you have in store for us this session?
So am I allowed to completely change one of the beliefs I have?
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm just as good as Dylan, and I'll prove it by using my skills to outshine him. I want to end the papacy, so I will find some way to gain an edge using the heretics. And this is a rough draft, but I want to rethink my person because Connor may have killed my daughter.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, Maddie was
Maddie.
my daughter.
We're gonna say in
I thought we
canon.
decided-
Well, okay, so we're gonna say in canon that
go,
she
Connor.
was, but it's impossible for us to know that as characters. So yeah, I mean you don't know that, but
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I just think it's interesting
Lovely.
to say in canon that she was.
Having a midlife crisis.
It's terrible.
So what was that rewritten belief then, Jared?
Rough draft, but I'm reevaluating myself to try to find out.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Any
Caleb,
differently?
give me some flowery words.
I don't think so.
Like you guys, you don't hear me any differently.
I
Than
don't think so.
What if I want like this?
It's definitely coming still from your laptop.
Dang it. Well, I can still hear you guys, so. My laptop is stupid. It only has 1 port, but my thing has 2 ports.
Yeah.
Like, there's no audio and there's only like 1 port for it. So it's stupid.
So what is the last part of your belief, Alphonse?
I'm going to reevaluate my morality.
I'm gonna try something. Oh shoot.
So give me some flowery wording.
Well, that's fine. Like that's fine. I'm wondering what's the first step that you're gonna take to do that.
Oh, here's my apple.
Dandelions and daisies.
I'm gonna do something morally good.
I'm gonna try this.
Okay. Okay. So you're gonna do something good to like balance out the evil thing that you just did. You want to like try to redeem yourself a bit. All right. Cool. That's a good belief.
So you're doing this because you think that was your daughter, or?
I'm thinking that it's possible, and even if she's not, I kind of was the reason
How
they
about
moved to
now?
the city
Yeah.
because I
Oh,
cheated.
okay.
Yeah.
Or to this
God,
town.
is it
Yeah.
coming from my mic now? Or no?
Mm-mm.
Dang it! I don't.
That's all right. We can still hear you.
And my instincts
Yeah.
are always entertain myself, alcohol, always get the last word, traits, rabble rouser, drunk, market privilege, unlucky, telltale teller, rip your wit, and the cultural of haughty, religious, and glutton.
Nice.
Hey, Caleb, I have a
Yeah.
question.
Mhm.
If like the being learned, is the difficulty still jumped up because you don't have it, or once you have it, it doesn't go up anymore?
Once you have it, the obstacle is no longer doubled.
Okay, yeah, that's what
yep.
I meant. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Let's go ahead to Antonius because I don't really see Connor there. I don't know where he went. But yes, let's jump to Antonius.
Is it possible to jump to Theo for a minute? I'm
Sure,
still trying
yep,
to rewrite
absolutely,
one of
yep.
my.
Theo, what do you got?
Thank you.
What are we doing?
In beliefs and instincts, just kind of read them off real quick, and you can switch them around if you want.
Okay. I have turned my back on Narani and let go of my wife. I will protect the abbess at all costs. That's the same, not changing. I don't like the gods, but I can use them. I will work towards increasing my faith. That's still true.
Mhm.
I see. Oh, that's how you spell Maddie?
Yeah.
As what my daughter could have been, I'll protect her at all costs.
Obviously, you're gonna have to change that because she's dead.
Yeah.
But you can leave it blank if you don't have an idea.
Can I come up with one later?
Yep, that's fine. We can just leave it blank for now.
Wow, how'd you do that so fast?
I just select all, delete.
Oh, okay. Instincts. If someone reminds me of my wife, I will protect them. Or so, the abyss. Always judge a book by its cover, which is still like, if I suspect someone, they're bad, basically.
Yeah.
Never heed danger. That's still true,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately.
It is. It really is.
Do I read the trait too?
Hey, let's read them real quick.
Mark of privilege, rapier wit, tasting the lash, life is death, believer, Connor, faithful, and then
Thank you,
glory hound. I was like, I used glory hound like in real life. I was like, people were asking me why I was doing something crazy, and I was like, because I'm a glory hound. Then I just like did crazy stuff. I was
Nice.
like, I'm going in.
Awesome.
It's so accurate to me.
It really is. And then you're attractive. Character traits over there. So. Yeah.
Which is also true.
Well, I'm not gonna deny that. Cantarius, what do you got for beliefs and instincts and stuff?
I was spared for a reason, and I will administer my own justice, even to myself. The staff is the key to figuring out what happened to my son. If I break it, maybe the bondage of my son's soul can be broken as well.
Mm-hmm.
I will always do what's right, no matter what anyone thinks. I'll make sure that there is no needless death. Instincts. What the heck is that noise?
Yeah, there's some crackling.
I don't think it's me. Anyway, instinct. If there is a confrontation, I'll make sure the leader decides what to do. Always inventing something and never harm child.
Ooh, you changed your first instinct there.
And my first belief.
Yeah, I noticed that, but if there's a confrontation, I will make sure the leader decides what to do. That's an interesting deviation on that. That'll be interesting. I want to read off your traits real quick.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Rabble rouser, gifted, dreadful, intimidating, blind, religious, foreign blood, haughty, and gluttonous.
Nice.
Got it.
Antonius,
I'm a beautiful person.
what do you got for us?
You're a beautiful person.
That's right. That's right. So while he works on that, I'm gonna.
Done, I think.
Okay, cool.
Give me a second. Okay. Nope, that's not him. Someone's whistling, and it's not. Okay, that fixed it. Okay.
what now?
Beliefs. I want to get my life back, so I'll prove myself by finding the heretic's base.
Okay.
I'm not entirely certain how to word that because I wasn't here for the last session, but
No, I
apparently
get
we're
you.
supposed to be going after a larger group of heretics than the group that we found and rooted out here. Was that the main goal?
Not exactly.
No. Okay.
So one thing I actually did wonder from you, Antonius, is so you were knocked out, or actually, I guess this is a question for the rest of the party. What did you do with Antonius? I know you put him on a horse and like brought him with you, but like, I'm assuming that did you leave him like with the guards, like when you dropped the cultists off at prison? I mean, it's up to you guys. I'm just asking.
We threw him in a gutter.
I mean, last time I remember, he was just kind of slumped over my horse.
Uh huh.
So
Would you-
What are we talking about again?
Would you have
Got up.
dropped him somewhere? I mean, he didn't. I don't think he got up
Okay,
before
for a
you.
second I thought we were talking about me, and I
No,
was
no, no.
like,
Antonius.
We went straight for Cantarius, didn't we? So I mean,
Well, no, you dropped out the cultists first, and then you went straight for Cantarius.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, I remember you specifically doing that.
Oh, okay.
I want to go on the next mission, man.
I must have missed that. But yeah, then I guess we probably would have just dropped him off, probably to oversee the prisoners once he woke up.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, we proved us up by finding the heretics' base. So we found most, if not all, of the heretics. Like it sounds like we found them.
Okay.
But I'm trying to think of like
Oh,
the
not all of them,
loose
some of them got away.
ends. Oh,
So are
did
we
some of them get
trying
away?
to go and catch the
I
rest of
remember
the
that.
heretics then, or what's kind of the next
A bunch of the
phase?
ones that got on that boat that I was chasing weren't there. Well, maybe not a bunch of them, but at least there was somebody I was looking for. that
Okay,
wasn't on it, I
so
don't
in
remember.
David, in canon, they took the boat, went up to the cliff, climbed the cliffs, attacked the abbey. That was them.
Oh.
But
Okay.
if your character doesn't know that, then
Well,
you could
I thought
still
I was
think.
looking for somebody that wasn't there, and I can't remember who it was now or why they weren't there. So
No, I think you found because yours Frinta was the
yeah, I asked
person.
about her, but
She was there.
Yeah,
I mean, that
maybe
was
not
the
then.
that was the bowyer, so or the archer.
right, maybe it was the guard. I don't remember. I think it was the guard I was looking for, but we found him. But
He was
I think
dead.
it just at first we didn't
Yeah.
realize he was. Yeah. So.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, they basically found everybody. I think it's just a matter of like figuring out who was working with the heretics. And I think Dylan strongly implied has been strongly implying that the mayor is in on it and he wants to take him down. So I know, yeah, that's basically the situation there. Though,
So maybe just okay. So essentially, I'm looking to find the resolution of the particular scenario we're in, but missing all of last session, I don't really know what the gist of what the solution looks like at this point.
yeah. And to be honest, your character wouldn't really either. So
because I had to be out last session.
Exactly.
You had to get me run over my
exactly.
nuns.
Well, I mean, it's an easy way to, because that's the thing. Like, especially with a situation with the family, you would have been there. You would have done something, but you were unconscious, so you couldn't. And that's the main reason I had that happen. But yeah, I want to get my life back. We can just fill that in, I think, during play with whatever the next goal is once you find it out.
Okay.
So, oh wow, I like your second belief. I'm looking at it right now.
My job though.
Go and read it off.
I get to say that
Yeah.
one. In a minute.
Okay.
Alright, it's so hard to type. It's lagging so bad.
I'm sorry. I mean, it's not my fault, but I'm sorry that Roll20 is doing that too.
I was thinking, like, you know how you wanted to do like each session, or not session, but like each situation has to do with someone, like each of us. Like, I was thinking this one was like almost like Antonius, because we met with the blacksmith or either Kentarius or Antonius. Like there was like a blacksmith, so it was like, and then like one should be like something to do with the like inside the church or something with Alphonse, and then
yeah. And we'll
like-
we'll throughout the whole thing, I think we'll definitely have like focus characters for specific sections of the narrative. But yeah, I mean the whole of it will,
because a lot of it was
yeah.
like had to do with that staff.
Yeah.
Either Kentarius or Antonius because of the
blacksmith
it's probably
family.
more
Yeah.
Antonius or Kentarius, or I don't know. They were like together.
They were,
had-
yeah.
they had, like-
I mean, there were a lot of separate storylines going on. So you had the whole Abbey situation, and then you had the staff situation.
Yeah, no, but like I meant like in the general, like we're all involved, but there's like a general theme that has to do with someone else.
Yeah,
Sure.
definitely.
All right. So belief number 1, I want to get my life back. So insert thing here. I will figure it out
Yep.
later. Belief number 2, I blame Cantarius for Maddie's death, and I want him to be punished. Therefore, I will find an excuse to get him into trouble.
I'm on the floor bleeding.
I don't know that.
Well, he's probably gonna let you die. though.
Last I knew, I saw a big flurry of nuns, and then I was completely out. Belief number 3, I don't want to be a horrible person, therefore I will rein in the bloodthirsty impulses of the other members of the party. Again, this will take shape depending on
what happens.
what actually goes down this session.
Yeah, I have a feeling you might be a little bit at odds with Dylan, just in case, depending on how bloodthirsty he wants to be about all this.
Hey guys,
Excellent.
what's black and white and all over Josh?
Okay.
Nuns.
I mean, I do have a black cat.
That was a pretty good non sequitur. Good job, Connor.
Okay,
Okay.
continue. Sorry.
Instincts. If I see something broken, I must fix it. I always believe I'm right, and I always have a knife on me. My character traits: I'm broken in, ambitious, cynical.
Yeah, you
I'm
are.
a made man, I have hand-eye coordination, and I am unlucky.
Mm-hmm.
Can we upgrade that to extremely unlucky? We get 2 fate points for it each
No,
time.
you can't.
Dang it.
All right, so let's go ahead and
Oh wait, I was thinking.
yeah, go ahead.
One of my instincts is almost like I like Alphonse a lot unless it comes to the Abyss.
Mm.
Because I think of it, I think of her almost as like my wife, not in like a, but it's just like
weird
there's like
sense,
that
but
protection.
yeah,
Like,
definitely.
I don't like you. I don't like. I like Alphonse, but if he comes near her, I get like really like okay, I'm being.
It's actually been kind of
jealous.
it's actually been kind of interesting because at the beginning of this scenario, when I kind of set up the nun as a character, I was expecting Alphonse to be a lot more involved with her story than he ended up being, and Theo was definitely taking a lot bigger of a part in that kind of thing than I expected. So that was cool.
Well, when you said it looked like my wife,
I mean,
that
yeah,
changed everything.
obviously,
It
yeah.
literally changed everything.
It did, yeah.
Everything that my belief wasn't just like, oh, you have to kill her. I was like, no, I can't.
Mm-hmm.
It changed my whole character.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I think we go ahead and open up on let's open up on Antonius's eye opening. So we have like this shot that just kind of zooms in on Antonius's face, and then his eye pops open. Antonius, you're in the middle of this of the prison, not in a cell, but like to the side on like some cot that the guards set aside for you. And I think I mean, depending on what you do, you can hear a couple muffled voices. So.
Well, musty air, dank dungeon, visible cells, hard cot. Adrenaline's up, and I don't like this situation.
Yep. You've been in this situation way too many times.
Yeah, on hindsight, maybe leaving him in a prison.
Probably was.
Yeah, but I mean, since when has this group exercised much foresight?
At least you're not in the wrong side of the bars. Like,
Yep.
You should figure that out pretty quick.
Yeah, I would have probably come after you. If you
So
had left
yeah,
me.
I think if we're in Antonius's head, he probably like right at first he's like, I know this. Oh no, and then he's like, no, I'm in a cell, and then he goes up and he's like, oh, okay.
Okay, I know this place. Which of the I'm running through in my head.
Yeah,
a couple
yeah,
of prisons I've been in, a couple of jails I've been transferred through. Which one is it? Which
Yep.
you know?
How do I
routes all
escape?
of a sudden
Yep,
forming,
uh-huh.
And then I look around and I realize, oh wait a second, stairs are up. Stairs are right there. Cells are on the other side of the bars. This is an unusual situation for me.
Yeah, and you see two guards at a table playing some dice.
How
Yeah.
how much in pain am I?
Good point. I mean, you don't actually have a wound, so you're probably feeling pretty fine. At least I don't think you have a wound.
Just sort of been smothered and knocked over.
Smothered by
by
nuns, yeah.
and-
Yeah, you don't have a
Okay.
wound, so
Okay.
probably just have a headache.
Okay. Well, gonna ask one of the guards what happened.
All right, yeah, he kind of looks over. He's like, "Oh, the guy's awake." What was your name again? I don't really remember.
Antonius.
That was like super.
Right, Antonius. You're the blacksmith, right? Oh, okay. So,
I thought I
your
had this like
your leader, what was it? The Holy Knight? Yeah, he was telling me. She told me to tell you this, and
swiped over my
I would
screen,
write
and
it
said
down,
something about October
but
3rd.
I don't know how to write, so I couldn't. But I think I remembered it right. So he told me that they went to. Well, okay. First, he told me that the blacksmith family died. I don't know if that means anything
I'm
to
sorry,
you.
what happened?
The blacksmith's family died. I think it was
What?
Let's see. It was the.
He died too, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Mhm.
And the blacksmith died. Yeah. And let's see. It was the
How did the blacksmith die?
the Knobs. Yeah, the Knob family. There's a green smoke thing.
Green smoke.
I don't know. That he just said green
The little
smoke.
girl, is she alive?
No. I mean, blacksmith's family. I think it included all of the family members. I think so. Yeah, the whole Knob family's
Are you
dead.
sure about that?
I mean, that's what the Holy Knight told me, and I'm not going to question the word of a
Where
Holy
is he?
Knight.
Where is he?
The Holy Knight.
Yes.
Yeah, so they told me that they went after Cantarius because he was trying to kill someone or he was doing something bad. I don't know. Like they found him in front of the mayor's compound. So they told you if you woke up to go there
I'm just
and
gonna
meet
run
them.
up. I'm just gonna run up the stairs and up and out. I'm done with this guy. I don't
You know
even
what
want to
just
listen to him ramble.
All right.
You guys know
Bye.
what just happened? I just became the Alan character of this series. Jared is Gisborne. He's actually the evil person, but he turns good. And Alan, he's the one who stays bad. But it's not really his fault. But he would just made a few mistakes, and then it turns out to be this big thing.
I have literally no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's Robin Hood, the BBC Robin Hood series.
Oh.
It's a good show.
Okay.
Well, it's at least somewhat of a good show.
I mean,
there are some stupid parts. But...
There is one character that was, if she wasn't in the show, it would be like one of the best shows on the planet. But she's only in the
ending.
season.
So true. Yeah, I mean
The ending isn't as good, but it's not that bad.
All right. Anyway, so
It wasn't
yeah.
a bad ending. It just
Okay.
wasn't as
Antonius comes stomping up the stairs and out of the prison. I would assume prison's sunk into the ground. Typical.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna use my prison-wise sense and make my way out of the prison.
Yeah, you just do that. You're good.
And I'm gonna get my bearings in town. Do I know generally where the mayor's complex might be? The kind of municipal area.
I mean, you could have asked the guy, the guard.
Did I think about that? No. Would I have thought about that? No.
Do you think about it
I'm
now?
here now, looking around. I'm gonna look for tall buildings.
Okay, so you see, so you're in like the northern section. I think you come out
Do I have a map?
facing south. Yeah. Let me pop over there.
Sorry, it helps me.
No, yeah, definitely, and I should have thought of that. So you're about right here, and so you're facing south. And so to your right, you see this big hill over here. Over to the side over here. And that's the thing that stands out to you the most. I mean, it's a big hill. There are fancy houses on top.
Okay. I would assume, are the guards standing outside or near the prison at all?
Yeah, there's like
Or
one
other
guy.
people on the street?
Yeah, there's one guy smoking a pipe, and who's a guard. Who's kind of like off to the side against the wall.
I'm gonna ask the guard which way to the mayor's. Which way to the mayor's residence?
And he doesn't even answer. He just kind of like points towards that hill.
Toward the hill.
Yeah.
Up on the hill.
He
Alright,
just kind of
I'm going
nods
to-
and he just takes a big deep breath from his pipe.
My beef is not with him. My beef is not with him. I'm gonna take off up the hill.
Okay.
Toward the hill. Physically restraining myself from knocking him over.
So okay, I think at that point we cut away. And I think we're gonna go to Theo real quick. So Theo, Mr. Adam, are you there? I don't know if he has his headphones on.
He has his headphones.
He's not with us.
Yeah.
He's not with us anymore.
Um,
Adam.
Mr.
we go.
Adams, sir.
There he is.
hey, so
You accepted.
we cut over to Theo. Is he just sleeping?
I was, yeah, but
Okay.
when something happens, I'll wake up. Though.
Yeah, I think
have
something
one
does.
question.
Yeah, go ahead.
My believer trait, it says faith obs at negative or -1. What does that mean? Like, how come I've never used that before?
No, you've used it for everything because I've been giving you the ob. I've just been giving you the ob one less than it normally would be. So.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay, just wondering. Okay,
Yep.
what happens?
Yeah, so I think you wake up in a cold sweat. You've basically just fallen asleep, and you just wake up in a cold sweat, and the face of your wife is over you, screaming at you silently. So her mouth is agape, like with a scream, but there's no sound coming out. Make a steel test for
That's
me.
kind of freaky.
Make a steel test for me.
A what?
Steel
A
test?
steal?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So that's an attributes.
No, I know.
Okay.
What's
Yeah.
the,
The ob is going to be 4. Very nice. Even with your wound, you succeed. Yeah, so I mean, you it doesn't, so it probably disturbs you, but you don't like freak out or anything. But yeah, so once like the ghost has like gotten your attention, she kind of like leans in really close to your face and says, "You've messed up." And it's the voice of the goddess. "I've told you to kill people because they needed to be killed. Now kill the abyss." And she's still just kind of staring at you, waiting for your reply.
Well, I mean, like when she died, I don't think she belonged to the abyss. It was just her making a deal that she could like release her. Like almost like she would, handle. I was thinking that she would deal with the gods and like, like she's just kind of there. Like I figured like all the gods were in control of her, and so she's not like captive of Narani.
Oh,
yeah.
It's not okay. So it's not her. This is just the form that, and I think you're starting to realize that this is just the form that Narani takes to get your attention.
Yeah. Like, can I ask her why? Like,
why what?
Like, why? What's wrong with the abyss? Like,
she is, and then she kind of like hesitates. She's like she doesn't just want to give away information to you, because I mean she's a goddess. That's not what they're supposed to be cryptic. They're supposed to that kind of stuff.
I think she's mad that I almost like am in love with the abyss, and like originally my wife was dead, so it's like she was like, oh, remember how I told you she tried to seduce me, and I was like, no, I'm not in love with you. And I feel like since like my wife was already dead, she's like, oh, this is my chance, and then like now I'm like paying attention to the abyss, and she's still alive, so she's like mad. That's what I kind of think.
Oh yeah, that's definitely going through your head right now, I'm sure. Yeah, so she kind of falters, and I think she just says, "I do not need to tell you the reason. You are a mortal. Obey me."
I kind of want to pray to a different god. Like, hey, can you calm him down? Can you calm your friend here? Okay, can I know the different gods? Is it like against the rules to pray to a different god?
No, definitely not.
I want to know the different gods.
Sure, I'll pop that open for you real quick.
So like if there was like a god,
you should pray to him.
Yeah, well, the sun is the one who smote him. I guess he doesn't know that,
true.
But
I mean, he also did that for fun. So
Yeah, he did it for fun. He wasn't like mad.
So yeah, man, I got a bug in my throat. You have Atarian, who's like the main god. He's like the god of sun and agriculture and expansion, stuff like that. You have the god.
I want like a god of like power, like to give me strength.
Sure. So you have Dakios, who's the god of justice. You have Tanis, who's the god of war. You have Garen, who's the god of competition. You have Vassam, who is the god of kings.
Man, that must be nice.
Yeah.
What does that mean, god of kings? Like
the god of kings, like he is in charge of like making sure that kings do what kings are supposed to do.
Okay. I was,
Any of those spark your interest?
Probably just the main guy. I kind of want to like, I don't want to like necessarily go against Narani, but I'm like I'm not a slave to you anymore.
Sure.
I'll say that to her. Like,
so do you want to pray to the great god like in Serrano culture?
So you're looking to go over Narani's head, essentially.
Yeah.
Not yet. Okay, I'm not gonna do that yet.
Okay, all right.
I just want to say to her,
sure.
I'm no longer a slave to you. Or like, can I like try to expose her, like be like, I know what you're trying to do, and I'm not gonna kill her. Why do you like almost like I don't know the words. Like why do you try to do this to me, and like try to prevent anything good from happening to me?
You can't even look past yourself to see the bigger picture. I am giving you a mission. I am giving you a purpose. I am giving you something that will change the fate of history. And you think that I am jealous of of an abyss? You really think that? And I think the ghost like turns away like flippantly.
Wait.
And then just goes through the wall.
What?
Like
Fades through the wall.
So she's gone? Or,
Yeah.
Like, I want to say one more thing to her.
I mean, you could like pray it, but
Okay, yeah, okay, I'll pray it. So do I have to write a faith? Or
no,
just, yeah. Why do you want to kill the abbess? She's a loyal servant to you. To all the gods. Why would you want to kill a loyal servant?
Is she? And then you don't hear her voice again.
I'm kind of like, okay, maybe there's something, but I don't know. But I'm just kind of like putting it in the back of my mind, like, okay, I'll see what. Oh man, if Kayla does that, like she's actually really evil or something, and then like I'm like,
that'll be great.
Like I get really close to her, and then right before like I'm like, I love you. She like turns out to be like, I fooled you all, and it turns out to be like,
see. Adam, this is the reason that you fit so well into a role-playing game, because some people would say, "Oh my goodness, I'm going to go attack the abyss right now because this might be true." But you're like, "No, my character wouldn't think that, so I'm just gonna play along with this." Like, I'm not saying it is true, but like that's fantastic. It's great.
I'm thinking like I'm just kind of like keeping it in the back of my mind, like, okay, there's some maybe there's something else. I'm kind of debating on whether or not like to be suspicious.
Definitely.
I mean, I honestly not gonna like jump to conclusions. So I'm not saying maybe she is. I'm saying like,
I mean, the
okay,
last
maybe
person
there's
she
something I
told you
don't
to
know
murder
about.
died like 5 minutes later of natural causes. So she's clearly got some weird stuff going on.
It's either between her jealousy or there's something that I don't know about. Not saying that she's evil. Like, okay, like I'm just gonna see what happens. So I'm keeping it in the back of my mind. Like, okay, yeah, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm just kind of like, okay, like I don't know what she's talking about. Maybe she like either she's completely lying or there's something that I don't know about. So
sure.
Yeah, I'm just keeping it in the back of my mind.
Okay, so you just go to sleep at that point, or again?
I kind of don't want to go back to sleep now.
Mm-hmm. So you maybe just like wander the abbey.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go find the abbess.
Okay. All right. So
if she's sleeping, I'd probably just go up there and kind of like stare at her and just like what's going on here? Like,
well, she has a separate room. I mean, it's not like you could just.
Yeah. I mean, like I don't know where she is, so like just kind of like go outside of her room or just kind of like pace and think like what's going on here.
Okay, so I think we see if this was a novel, we would just kind of get that thought like from Theo. I need to find the abyss, and then like we would just kind of cut there, and then you're walking off down the hallway, and then we cut back over to Dylan and Alphonse and Kentarius and Sergio, and they're standing facing off against the mayor, his guards, and Lirin, the master of the house. So what's going on? Like, I think he gave you that ultimatum last time where he's like, you're intruding on my house, get out.
He actually, I don't think he said anything. At least not that I remember. The mayor.
He might not have. Okay, so he does say that though. He says, "You're intruding on my property. Leave now, or I will arrest every one of you."
Dylan laughs. He's like, "You tried that already." It's like, now that your men know you're a heretic, I don't think it's gonna work as well. And then he nods to the guards and he's like, "Arrest the two of them." And then I don't know if those guards were with the group. I mean, I kind of assumed that he would send the guards that he's familiar with to do that. But I don't know if any of them were with the group.
Well, so this is the thing. The guards that are here right now are the mayor's private guards.
Yeah.
So, but you can totally make a persuasion roll. Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. Well, I think.
Order my arrest.
What?
What?
Did you just order my arrest?
You're dying. I ordered the arrest of the mayor and the guy we've been trying to arrest the whole time.
Okay.
The psychic guy. But yeah, Jared should make that roll. I just want to help. Jared, you do a thing.
No, Dylan, you're the one making the roll. Unless Alphonse wants to take control of the situation and do it instead, this is your show.
I mean, come on, I'd
I
totally
mean,
give
you
him
had
anyway.
done that every other
If you
time.
would, then that's fine. Like, I'm just saying, like, it sounds to me like that is Dellen very specifically making a suasion roll to try to say, hey, he's a heretic, arrest him, or you're all gonna burn in hell.
Well, as long as David wants me to, I butt in front of him and then I take the stage.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I mean,
Okay.
it's kind of what we've done every other time, anyways.
Sure, that's
because
fine.
you're
I just
kind
want to, I just want to see it narratively. So,
Yeah.
So yeah, David starts to give this big speech. I just like shoulder in front of him. I'm like, gods, arrest this man, for he is the head of all the heretics within this city. All of the problems that have been caused are his doing.
so what kind of role is this? I'm assuming you're trying to do a persuasion.
Yes.
So what is it? What is in it for these guards? What will they gain?
For one, they won't have to deal with
We
any
don't
more
have to kill them
heretics,
all.
and they won't have to fight us.
Okay.
And then even if they do, then they won't be murdered later for killing us.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
All right. Go ahead and make a persuasion.
What's the ob?
Where did that even come from?
Like, he's like, ah! And there's actually like some bad guy that we know. Like, no, it's like the Pope or something. Like, no.
And all those steel
yeah,
tests
and
were
he was
real
like,
awkward.
he was under some sort of spell. He was under a spell where he looked like a woman. So it was like, and that's why she was like so beautiful, because it was like
I'm
a
so
good
glad
spell.
this isn't a thing that can happen in this world. As far as I know.
No.
You should add a dice
Nope.
for persuasion too, because I'm helping you.
Sure.
Okay.
So.
So what's the ob, Caleb?
Let me look. Let me look at the kind of the expertise kind of stuff. Yeah, let's make it op 8. Because these are his private guards. You've given them actually no reason to believe that he's a heretic.
I mean, other than the fact that I'm a holy knight and
Yes,
wizard.
but
Okay.
and in canon, these guys aren't the most religious people in the world. They're like mercenaries basically.
Right.
So that's
and
yeah.
I mean, like, they might not care that I'm a holy knight, but the church cares, and then they're gonna care if the church cares, because the church
No, I know.
has the most authority.
Yeah.
So. But yeah. All right,
But they're also outnumbering you by a bit. So they're like, we don't have to.
Right.
What are you talking about? We can just
Well,
kill you
that's
all.
true.
Like
I mean, as long as they're okay with murder.
they could just but they could kill you all and then just dump you in the ocean. Like.
Well, yeah, I guess. I don't really know. I feel like that might not work as well in a world where magic is pretty common, but I don't know. It's fine. They can do whatever they want. So, let's see.
I bet
Okay,
so.
so I fork in bullcrap, falsehood, tall tale.
What's the tall tale you're telling? I don't really see a tall tale in
I mean, I said that he's behind everything, and he's the head honcho of all
Oh,
heretics, and
okay.
I don't know any of this
We
at
could
all.
also bring up the fact that he just sent soldiers to arrest us, and we explained to them that their immortal souls were in danger and that they caved. Because, I mean, not that there's any proof of that, but it's a thing. It's also not even a tall story. It's true. But
So I definitely think this is the moment where Sergio kind of speaks up and he's like, Dellen, Alphonse, we do not need to. This does not need to escalate right now. We can leave and we can come back at a later date when we have more evidence. And that's specifically like what Trevor kind of explained that he would do. So.
yeah, I saw that.
Can I fork in Connor's intimidation?
No. Yes, he's so intimidating, lame, bleeding.
Look at that blind dead man on the floor. Isn't that it? That proves my point.
Connor, just spout some more Darkest Dungeon lines.
Oh, wait.
Confidence
there's a
surges
line
as
on
the
the-
enemy crumbles.
Well, no, but there's a line on the edge of my, on the tip of my tongue about whenever characters die.
So it's on the brink of.
If you
Oh,
strike
you
me
mean when they
down
actually
now,
die?
I'll come back even stronger.
Yeah.
But
That's Star Wars, you know.
Yeah, so
I know.
Sergio is, I mean, he's not helping with this role. I don't think he's necessarily going to stop you from making the role, but he's definitely inputting that we should leave now. This is no, like, and if it escalates any further, if you fail this role and then like there's going to be violence, Sergio's going to try to stop that as much as he can.
More blood soaks the soil, feeding the evil therein.
Nice.
That sounded way cooler when you had the food in your mouth, Connor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna add Connor's
More dust,
intimidation.
more ashes, more disappointment.
What are you saying, Alphonse?
Can I fork in my own persuasion and then get another +2?
No. That's not how that works at all.
That'd be awesome.
Wait, can I fork in Connor's intimidation?
No. Why would you be able to do that? Connor's literally incapacitated. He cannot help you on this roll.
Fine.
Perched at the very precipice of
Crap.
Wow.
That's a bad color. You got 2 6s though. You
got
can do
two
it.
sixes.
You can do it.
Oh yeah, I forgot I'm wounded because Trevor shot me.
Oh yeah.
You're being distracted by the pain in your arm.
That's the second time we've rolled.
Oh my goodness! Nice!
Boxcars, son.
Go ahead and roll those again, man. Let's see how high this thing is.
Got to put an exclamation point on it, and it'll open end all of them automatically.
Oh, sorry.
It also takes like 20 minutes longer to type.
I mean, it doesn't,
You obviously
but-
don't type very quickly, dude.
Wow, do one more.
There's a lot more symbols to type than otherwise. Nice, dude.
So we have successes of 9 so far. Oh my
So-
gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Successes of 10.
We just turn around and shank both of them until they die.
Success of 10.
Well, that works. Oh my gosh, Jared.
Nice. 11
man.
successes. Yeah, the mercenaries. Okay, the mercenaries look at each other and they're like
Jared.
Holy crap.
they're trying to like weigh the options, and I think like the head guy kind of steps forward, and you see like he has like a scar on his face, like on his cheek, kind of looks grizzled, and he says, "Stand down, men. This isn't a fight we can win. Take him into custody."
You just like save their lives.
Yes.
So
What
there's,
is this, Scott?
So there's actually a phenomenon called confirmation bias, where once you get an idea into your head,
Uh-huh.
you can start to see evidence for it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Particularly
Yep.
if you agree with the idea. So these guys could come up with if they're the mayor's personal guards, they've seen weird
Mhm.
stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Everyone's got their own
Things.
quirks.
And I think
Everyone's got
oh
their
my
own
goodness.
quirks.
I think what happens is they arrest him. I don't think they do anything because I mean they're a bunch of experienced mercenaries are arresting them right now. Like it's
Yeah.
they're,
Plus, we're
they're
still
not gonna be able
there,
to do anything.
so-
Exactly, they're not gonna be able to do anything. So they're glaring at you guys hardcore, but I don't think they can do anything about it.
Sweet. Oh, Alphonse.
Um,
Why do I hate
This
them
is
so
why
much?
we keep this kid around.
This is why we keep Alphonse around. So I think what happens though is the mercenary guy, the mercenary captain, kind of comes up to you, Dylan, and he says, "So, will we be paid by the church for this?"
He nods. He says, "I'm sure you'll find some compensation." He says, "If you would, I'd appreciate it if you could stabilize my friend there. None of us are particularly skilled with field medicine. I imagine you have somebody on your team." He
Yes.
said, I'll discuss your payment with the church.
Yes, absolutely. And then he kind of
Appreciate your service.
he kind of does like the hands out salute to you. And you can tell that it's very rusty. Like he's probably hasn't done it in a long time, but he's trying to be like super religious now. So,
Dylan returns it and just heads off to kind of escort the prisoners. To
yeah,
somewhere.
cool. So I'll have one of the guards make a field dressing roll real quick.
Can I pray?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, do you want to make a faith roll to just like accentuate that roll, like make it better?
Yeah.
To open end it or add a dice.
Well, okay. Is a 4 difficulty a difficult roll, right? For a 5 attribute?
I think so.
It's 1 less is still difficult, right? Because I need 3 difficulties and 1
Oh, I
challenging,
have
so I'm just gonna do whatever I need to get that.
Yeah, let me look. I got the procedure stuff right here.
Oh wait, but a 4 is actually to help myself. So I'm just gonna try and heal him myself, I guess. Maybe I'll just wait. Or can I do both? Can I do a boon and then if he fails, can I heal him myself? Or pray to heal him myself?
Yeah, that would be a difficult roll. But what are you doing?
Well, the problem was I wanted to make a 4 so that I could get a difficult check, but the 4 is to help myself do things.
Oh, okay.
I can't do that. Helping him. So I'm gonna just roll to give him another dice, and then if he fails,
Okay.
can I make a 5 to try and heal him myself?
Sure. Yep.
With faith.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So.
And again, this is staunching the bleeding. This isn't the treatment, because this guy just has field dressing because he's a mercenary. So he's gonna stabilize him, and then we're gonna bring him probably to the doctor to get him actually taken care
Hey,
of.
Why did I roll so many dice? Holy crap.
Because it open
No, I
ends
didn't.
automatically.
Oh. Okay, I forgot about that. I was like, I definitely only pushed 5.
Did you wait? It says you had 3 modifiers.
This is.
Yeah, I don't know why it said that. Don't think I. Oh, you know what? I bet I put 3 in the modifiers instead of the
Okay.
difficulty.
Go ahead and
Let me try that again.
do that again. Yeah.
Not there. There we go.
Oh,
Still succeeded.
Cool.
Nice.
Still succeeded. Awesome. And still in the same roll. So, yeah. So you will give this guy a dice. Let's go ahead.
Fortunately, it
And
doesn't give me any.
do some field dressing here.
I keep forgetting it open ends. I was like, it's gonna be so hard for me to like be able to make faith rolls, but I forget they automatically open end.
Let's see. You have a severe wound, so that's gonna be field dressing. Stop the bleeding. Okay, severe wounds. Okay, it's gonna be ob 3. So it's gonna be kind of hard for this guy, but he can pull it off. Awesome, cool. He pulls it off.
Oh, someone's electrocuting my face.
Theo, Adam, I think that's your stuff. It's being really weird.
I think it's Jared.
Or is it Jared?
Not me. I unplugged it.
Oh, it is Jared.
Yeah, it's Jared.
Wiggle your thing, Jared.
What thing?
The
Your
cord. There you go. It went away. And it's back.
Much better.
Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
Oh,
Go ahead and unplug it and replug it in.
Just gonna do it for now.
get the Tesla coil out of your room.
But yeah, so he succeeded on the field dressing. So Connor stabilized. He's not gonna die. He's not gonna get any worse.
Can I try and heal him entirely now?
Sure. Yeah, you can make the faith roll. Definitely.
Awesome. That's a 5, right?
I believe so. Yep, it is a 5.
Okay. That was again the wrong dice. Just gave myself 5 bonuses. Doing that. No.
Yeah, you failed.
That was a bad roll. But at least wait. You don't get faith unless you succeed, do you?
Yep.
Man, I forgot about that.
Uh-huh.
That's the worst.
So yeah, he does not get miraculously healed. But
I guess that kind of makes sense. He kind of deserves it.
yeah, he really
The
does.
only guy's just like, nah, he needs to.
He needs to suffer a little bit.
He had it coming.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
Wait,
Oh
Caleb,
yeah, he had it coming.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb, wasn't there something to do with faith? Like you can increase faith, like when you're like below 5 or something. Like all you need is like 1 routine roll or like 3 routine rolls.
Oh,
or
you
something
can spend a fate, I think, to re-roll failed dice because it's
No,
automatic.
No,
he's saying with the test
Oh.
that you need to advance it.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it's above
yeah.
5, there won't be any more routine tests, and it will just be the difficult and the challenging. Right now, you have to get difficult or challenging and 3 routine. So you have already gotten a challenging test that you've succeeded on, Theo.
Yeah.
So you
yeah.
just need 3 routine tests. So small things
Okay.
to pray for.
Oh, so you still have to do the routine.
Yep.
But then once you get
Yeah.
what
you get
was
the 5, you have to do
routine
both.
2 or 3?
For you, I believe that would be like a 1 or a 2. But luckily for you, normally like open ending a skill for someone or for yourself is a 2 but for you it's a 1 because you have the believer trait. So
Yeah.
just trying to
use
like
those more.
just try to open end stuff and then you'll get that.
I want that trait so bad.
I mean, you can. We could vote it on you. I mean, I think there is very much evidence that Dylan has that trait. So
Yeah. That reminds me, Jared. We still have to vote those awesome auras onto each other. Still have
Wait,
that,
wait, can you run through what the routine stuff is again?
what do you mean? The
Like what would be considered routine?
for
It's basically
for
any
faith?
roll that isn't one less or equal to or above your skill. So if your
No,
skill is
no, I
4,
meant like what would be an example? Like
For
if I
faith?
wanted to roll, yeah.
Oh, Faith
Yeah.
actually has set difficulties. So what does he do for one difficulty? Is he still have to get a 1? I assume for a boon. He doesn't just get it for free.
Yeah, it'll be up 1.
Okay, yeah. So like
if
for
I
a
paid for
boon,
wisdom, would that be a routine? Like just like
guidance I think is like super hard. Routines are boons, which open end someone else's roll, and then what's your faith? You have 4 faith, right?
No, he's 3.
3. So then for you also a giving somebody else. What's a 2? I don't remember.
2 is boon. Blessing is 3, which gives someone else 1
Oh, yeah,
dice.
2 is boon, right? Yeah, and then so those 2 would be.
I think both of them would be routine.
Yeah. Well, and the 2 would get reduced
to 1.
or
Yeah.
no.
That would be
Yeah.
routine. Let's see. Because you have 1 to 3 dice. Up 1. Yeah. So that would be a routine. Yep.
okay, so just helping
So
people.
either of those. Yep. Either of those. You can
Yeah.
either give someone a dice or open end a skill. But the open end of the skill, you can do that for anyone, so it can be you as well.
Yeah.
So whenever you do something, just be like, I'm gonna be better at this, and then there you go, 1 faith test. So
Okay, sweet.
yeah, so I think we should just take our first break there, and we'll just come back in about 5 minutes or so and figure out what the aftermath of this whole situation is, and whether or not there are still more dastardly deeds to be done. You like that alliteration there? All right, so stick around. We still got more Burning Wheel to come. We'll be right back.